I might not speak with you before the season. I probably won't. Your Super Bowl prediction. Let's go, Greg.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah.
On the spot.
On the spot.
Wow.
I'm not a huge hot take guy.
Okay.
I'm not a huge go against the grain. I'm just a realist, and I covered a bunch of their games last year.
Yep.
I said in week 13, 14, whenever I called one of their games at that point, that I thought they were the best team in the league. It turned out to be true. I still think until someone shows me a better roster, top to bottom, than Philadelphia, I still think they're the team to beat, especially in the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's not necessarily a huge shocker pick. I just really, when you look top to bottom of the group that they have, they're young, they're experienced, they have great coaches on both sides of the ball. I think Howie Roseman is as good, if not the best front office guy in the league, with their ability to build volume picks, add a lot of young talent. They don't hit on everything, but they take so many swings. They don't have to bat 1,000. They add just the right veterans, just the right moves. I just think they have a really good understanding and a pulse of why they've been so good over the last couple of years. And I think there's some really interesting contenders there. I don't know if in the NFC there's someone off the top of my head that I say, okay, they start out in front of Philadelphia. And then in the AFC, I think the Chargers are close. I don't think they're there yet.
Okay.
I think Kansas City, it's still the three-headed race. Kansas City, Buffalo, and Baltimore. Cincinnati's got to figure out their defense, I think, a little bit, and figure out how they're going to, support Burrow a little bit on the other side of the ball. So I think it's the usual suspects. And I know that's boring, and I know that's not real hot take, but I don't know how you pass those rosters and those quarterbacks out of complete nowhere. But the NFL is real. There's injuries, there's surprise. You never know how things play out. But right now, with all rosters intact, I'm just going to stick with the people that have proven year in and year out to be, at the end, they're there.
Yeah, I mean, in the NFC in particular, Greg, if this was smash cut to 1 year ago at this time, we're not going, watch out for Minnesota and Sam Darnold. And this kid, Jaden Daniels, is special. So special they're going to the NFC Championship game. Nobody was saying that. You know what I mean? Like, nobody was saying that. It just does appear that the AFC is what you say. There's the Bills, there's the Ravens, there's the Chiefs, and then there's that fourth seat that does appear to be occupied in the musical chairs by Houston last couple of years. And we'll just see, who winds up in the AFC Championship game. Like, that is the way that you kind of handicap it right now.
Yeah, and then I think teams that are coming there, right? Teams that are on the rise. You got Denver, you got the Chargers. Yep. If Cincinnati, not necessarily on the rise because everyone's familiar with Burrow and they've been to a Super Bowl, but that defense has obviously got to be figured out. Al Golden now taking over as the coordinator, and Hendrickson is holding out, so that it's their best player. So some questions there offensively. Cincinnati will always be good. So there is that next crop. Obviously, Houston and what they've done with CJ now going into year 3. Can they be more like his rookie year and less like last year? So every team has these questions, but it does seem like year in and year out that the conference has run through the same 2 or 3 teams for a couple of years, and it's not by accident.
Yeah, and we'll see, again, just to bring it all full circle, what Rodgers looks like with the Steelers when you see him.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's probably one we got to add to that. That's a good point.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.